It is Marketing Edge on TV, Nigeria's leading initiative in the business of brand management and the management of brand business. A 30-minute awesome package that comprises brand news, brand focus, and industry conversation, all in a mix encompassing thorough and in-depth analysis aimed at promoting the brand idea. I am Oluwabukola Omoni. Welcome to the program.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
We begin with brand news, where we bring you the latest developments around brands and on the field of marketing and advertising in Nigeria and around the world. SOU Group has brought joy and hope to its host communities through the 7th Annual Give Love Initiative, themed We Are Stronger Together. The program emphasized unity and collective strength in overcoming economic challenges. Hundreds of underprivileged community members received care packages filled with food items and clothing. Mr. Udeme Ufot, Group Managing Director, emphasized the importance of unity in achieving true progress, highlighting the impact of the Give Love initiative in fostering hope, inclusion, and meaningful change. He noted that the initiative has touched thousands of lives over the past 7 years, delivering essential resources and the gift of hope, and has become a beacon of corporate philanthropy. Some industry thought leaders in the advertising space have given their focus for the marketing landscape in 2025. As the marketing landscape continues to evolve, they have heard that these trends are poised to shape the future of advertising in Nigeria, driving innovation, creativity, and growth. These industry experts expect this focus to have a significant impact on Nigeria's advertising space, redefining the way brands connect with their audiences.
When you look at 2025 and some of the things that will continue to shape the industry, pricing will continue to be something we're going to struggle with for a long time. And pricing can mean different things to different people. It can mean a change in price, it can mean a change in the kind of consumer space they want to enter into. So irrespective, we're going to have to deal with it in one way or the other. So that in itself is not going to go away in a long time because of the economic changes that are happening around us. Secondly, the trend of technology is shaping a lot of things, and consumers are getting more empowered, they are more informed, so that also instills into the kind of behavior that we are seeing these days.
One needs to step up, otherwise consumers might leave them behind. I believe that the year 2025 is a year of really bringing to life what is meant by consumer is king. So you see that many brands will be chasing even many more consumers. So if you are not in tune with the mega trends, and if brands are also not agile, if brands do not begin to act human, begin to understand and know their consumers even more than before, then there's every probability and risk that such brands might be left behind.
That was brand news. Next is branding focus after the break.
Easy emotion, low emotion. Make your calls to all networks. No, they say, not good day. Better days, better service, better network.
Wishing you a Merry Christmas, Nigeria. Glow.
Christmas, Nigeria!
Glow Unlimited.
Now on branding focus. To capture the attention of Generation Z in a marketing campaign, it is highly important to understand their digital mindset and craft strategies that align with their preferences and interests. Gen Zs are a youthful generation known as digital natives with discerning taste and short attention spans. They vibe with Afrobeat music, Nollywood flicks, and streetwear fashion. They are all about self-expression, entrepreneurship, and cultural pride. Shaped by technology, social trends, and cultural influences, this group in Nigeria presents both opportunities and challenges for marketers, given their distinct characteristics and behaviors. According to industry experts, Gen Zs differ significantly from traditional target audience who may passively engage with advertising campaigns. To effectively capture the intention and influence their purchasing decisions, marketers must adopt tailored strategies that resonate with their values and behaviors. Authentic storytelling is a key strategy for engaging Gen Z, a generation that values genuineness and relatability. To connect effectively, brands must move beyond generic advertising and craft narratives that resonate deeply with Gen Z's interests and values. Also, the use of short-form video platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook Reels have redefined how Gen Zs consume social media content. Hence, engaging and visually captivating videos have become a sure way to grab their attention. In the coming year, marketers are expected to double down on snackable content that entertains and at the same time subtly promoting a brand message. Another effective marketing strategy for engaging Gen Z in 2025 is fostering authentic collaborations between brands and influencers. These partnerships must align seamlessly with the philosophies of both the brand and the influencer to resonate with the audience. Welcome back. Next is Industry Conversation, where we have discussions with industry thought leaders. Today we'll be having the concluding part of our conversation with the principal consultant at Necci Consulting. Join me after the break.
Easy motion. Low emotion. Make your calls to all networks.
Wishing you a Merry Christmas, Nigeria. Glow.
Nigeria!
Glow Unlimited.
Easy motion. Low emotion. Make your calls cost to all networks.
As much chicken the red,
No, they say, na go there. Better day, better service, better network. Better outcome.
Better don't come. Wishing you a Merry Christmas, Nigeria. Glow.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Many thanks for joining us. We have been speaking with Mrs. NKECHI ALI-BALOGUN. And thanks for joining us once again, Ma.
Thank you very much.
So let's talk about Necci. Tell us about your agency and its unique offerings.
Unique offering for Necci is training. And why training? I started public relations when I would have done so well in profiling and perception management, reputation management. But because I started work as in the corporate affairs function, I noticed a gap. Then in my time, we didn't have anywhere to go for training. And every time we needed to be trained, you find us going abroad. For instance, I did my public relations training in Frank Jeffkins School of Public Relations in the UK. And it just occurred to me, supposing you don't have money to go to UK, supposing it's something that needed to be done here immediately, because organizations were paying a lot of money. Well, thank God, then we're still doing like 2 naira to $1 and you know 10 naira to $1, so it wasn't a problem.
That was ages.
Yeah, that was ages. So that's informed my decision to go into PR training. But of course, you couldn't go into PR training without knowing PR. And I was lucky. Agencies needed you to train their people. It was good. It was good. Unfortunately now, training is being cut down everywhere. You know, they are not even looking for experienced professionals. They are looking for people who have connections and, but then that was what informed my going into the area of training. Over time, I've had reason to do some perception management, crisis management. Doesn't mean I don't go into that area, but my core area is training.
Awesome. So what are the most important lessons you've learned throughout your career, and which would you like to share with aspiring PR professionals, especially women, young women?
One thing I have learned in this industry is that you must put your best foot forward. There are no free lunches. Every free lunch has been paid for. So if you are offered one, know that somebody has paid for it and you must earn it. You have to equip yourself. And when I say equip yourself, you must know what is trending. You must know what the environment demands, okay? So we're talking of capacity building for you, personal development for you. Don't wait for people to, and then go out. You can't do public relations without being exposed, without being experienced. Because public relations involves you analyzing situations. You must be able to analyze situations so that you'll be able to make predictions. If you cannot make predictions, you cannot counsel anybody. Your organizations are depending on you to counsel them, all right? Let's take, for instance, this fuel situation, okay? So a good public relations practitioner, whether male or female, but let's talk of female now, all right? You are not going to smile it away. You are going to go to management to say, hey, look, what are we going to do for our staff? Because analysis, from our analysis, we have discovered that this fuel thing is not going to go down very quickly, all right? So, can we do so, and so, based on so, and so? And that means that you must have been able to do some needs analysis. You must have been able to know what you have inside your company. You must be able to also know what your company can do. Based on that, you now counsel management. I'm thinking that to help people, let us do this. People can work remotely. We can have a place where our boss can pick up people. So that's public relations, you know. So you must be able to do some predictions, and you must be able to counsel people. And to do that, you must have knowledge, okay? Knowledge of the people you're dealing with, knowledge of your stakeholders, knowledge of your environment, knowledge of the profession.
Great. In our conversation earlier, you mentioned that you started your agency in 1995. I don't know if that was correct.
Yes.
That's over 25 years ago.
Yeah.
How have you been able to manage or navigate the intersection between personal and professional life?
I keep answering this question. It's simple. There are two different compartments. I've been able to realize that these are two compartments that you must not bring together. You must know when to open and close one compartment and go into the other compartment. They don't work together. And you must be able to prioritize. For me, I have always set it before me. My family comes first before my career. But I've been able to, with the grace of God, been able to balance both. So it depends on you which one is more important to you. Career is important, family is important. You must know where they meet. One must not suffer for the other. So it is left for your ability to manage situations. You manage your home. You don't allow your career to take over your home. No. And you don't allow your home to destroy your career, which means you must concessions here and there, okay? And, well, I'm a Christian. I believe in the woman being submissive to the husband. I don't play with that. But I don't also allow the man, because he thinks I'm being submissive, to make me become foolish. And becoming foolish is putting my career at the expense of my home, or my home at the expense of my career. Yeah, sometimes certain things must give. Then again, you have to weigh your options. And for me, like I said, family is important.
I think that's a lot of wisdom there. It's pure wisdom. You mentioned earlier when we were talking about women in technology, women in PR, you mentioned something about role models. I'd like to ask, what role models or mentors have influenced your career, and how have they impacted your approach to PR?
With all due respect to all the women who have, impacted the world in public relations, broken barriers, shattered ceilings, my role model was my mother.
Aww.
Growing up, I never, till now, I still don't have anything, pardon my modesty. My mother showed me all. She didn't have a university degree. In her home, my mother, I had a lot to learn from her. And I still find myself going back. What would my mother have done in this situation? At 73, my mother was still cooking in the kitchen.
Oh, wow.
Yes, for her husband. People might find it crazy now. Which kind of slavery is that? No, but she did it because she had pride doing that for her family. And I see a lot of joy in it today. I do it. My mother was a very rich woman, considering that she didn't go to school. In her town in those days, she was a highly financially independent woman, very hardworking, and all the hard work I ever learned was from my mother. My mother was very skilled. She had a business. She started as a dressmaker, what we call haute couture now. She was making clothes for Kingsway in those days. She would make them mass. All right, they'll come and pick in those days, you know. So you can see she was an entrepreneur. So she may not have had a degree, but everything I needed to learn, the skills I needed to learn, I learned from my mother. Now, there are certain women I watch, of course. I like what they do. I like the way they are imparting the word. I cannot readily tell you one because there are many. So I see them, I say, okay. So I take it and I add to what Mama taught me.
Awesome. So just before I go, tell us, who is NKECHI Ali-BALOGUN?
I thought you already know from everything I've been saying.
We want to hear from you.
NKECHI Ali-BALOGUN is a down-to-earth woman, humble, if you allow me to say that, a child of God, child of God. I have integrity, and I believe in education. I believe so much in the power of a woman. So I'm one of those that believe that the woman herself does not even know who she is. Because if she knows who she is, she will own the world, you know. I also believe that God has done it all, you know, has structured the world. And so it is for us to toe that line. You know, I'm not a leader, but I'm a feminist, you know. I believe that women should be given their, no, they shouldn't be given their, women should take their place. All right? And then we must fight for our own inclusion. And how do we do that? By arming ourselves with the weapon that we need. Education, knowledge, leadership, and the woman in us. You know, I tell, somebody said something the other day and it blew my mind. I want women to allow the world to, first of all, see the women in them before the leaders in them, all right? Because it is the woman in us that gives us that capacity, that skill that is so unique. It's the woman in us that gives us that leadership skill. And so NKECHI Ali-BALOGUN believes so much in women. NKECHI Ali-BALOGUN also believes in the headship of the man, not in the marketplace, in my house, because there are two different things. I will not come to the boardroom and say, you are a woman, sit down. I will not take it. But my husband can tell me, you are a woman, sit down. I will take it. So there are two different places. The marketplace is different from my home. And NKECHI Ali-BALOGUN is a very strict woman. I don't compromise on my values. If I cannot get it through my hard work, forget it. Because I believe that certain things are not needed. All right? I don't have to acquire certain materials because I want people to know I'm there. No. I want what I do to speak for me, and I want me to be the valuable, not my invaluables to turn me to valuable, no. So all those invaluables, they don't add value to me. I am the one that adds value to those invaluables. So in a nutshell, that's NKECHI ALI-BALOGUN.
So if there was one industry mantra that has stuck with you all through your career, what would it be?
Go for it if God permits it.
Go for it if God permits it.
Yeah.
Go for it if God permits it.
And incidentally, God does.
God does. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. It's been an absolute joy listening to you.
Thank you.
And so you have heard it. Go for it if God permits it. And that's the much we can take on this week's episode of Marketing Edge on TV. Join us same time next week for another informative episode. I am Oluwabukola Omoni. Bye for now.